Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to wait a couple minutes for everybody to get here. I think I'm going to turn myself up so I can hear myself. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? We're going to wait just a couple minutes here, let everybody arrive. If you're just joining us, I'm Jenny Van West coming to you live from the Postcard Studio. You can write to us. Good morning. You can write to us, 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. It's in the song. Just rewind. You can remember it that way. And just waiting for Judith to get here because, you know, we have people. We got people and stuff and things. We got a fun show for you this morning. I had a great gig yesterday, and I'm going to play maybe a couple of songs that I played yesterday, having a fun time out at Lenny's in Westbrook. And just waiting a couple moments more. And today we're talking gratitude, among other things. Always among other things. We're talking gratitude. It is gratitude month this month, as they say. And I used to keep a gratitude list. I haven't done that for a while. I'm thinking it maybe today's the day to start doing that again. All right. Let's take it away in the key of A. When you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just write a postcard. When you're feeling fine and there's something on your mind, just write a postcard. Don't you know Grandma loves this show? She listens every time. You don't need a reason. You don't need a rhyme to write a postcard to 224 Anderson Street. Just write a postcard. 04101. Just write a postcard. Portland, Maine, and we'll read on the show. 'Cause Grandma loves this show. Well, good morning, everybody. Jenny Van West, your host, coming to you live from Portland, Maine, here in the Postcard Studio, where it's always 70 and sunny. Although, as you can see, even with the heat turned up, it's a little bit nippy. It's a little nippy out here today in Maine. And just you know, when it gets nippy, you gotta dress appropriately. The birds have been decimating the bird food in the feeder. I've got a flock of sparrows out there right now, and they're just eating everything they can possibly get to. And I've got my warm jacket on from my favorite thrift store in Berlin, and I've got my Tibetan scarf from my mom, and I've got my this is a hat that came from the Hebrides of a Harris tweed in Scotland, and I'm just cozy as can be here in the Postcard Studio. I'm just so glad you're here with me. So let's see who's in the room, shall we? Good morning, Diggy. How's it going out there? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How's life in California? So let's see. What have we got coming up for you today? We got some songs. I'm a little bleary. I had a wonderful gig yesterday. I came back and I went straight and took a nap. I was definitely wiped out. It was so fun. I played at Lenny's and over in Westbrook. Lenny Bro, look him up. Amazing guitar player that was born in Maine, in Auburn, Maine. And there's Event Records that used to be out in Westbrook. The building that record company was in, it was a country music record company. And the broadcast studio, there's a club there now, and it's run by Bill Umble and a bunch of other wonderful folks. And just giving a shout out to Lenny, saying hey howdy. And good morning, Fred White. What is happening? Oh my goodness, this is nice. So yeah, this morning I'm going to play some songs. We've got a reading. We've been reading from Thoreau's Maine Woods. You know, looking at Maine through the eyes of Thoreau in like the 1840s. So that's pretty neat and nifty. And we're talking gratitude. So if you got something you're specifically feeling grateful for today, a list of things, I'll read them. Put them in the comments. Love to see what your meditations on gratitude are this morning. So without further ado, let's get into a song. And Let's see where it takes us. And always, we got to give a shout out to Grandma. What's happening, Grandma? Hope you're you're listening in over there in North Moldova, where it's awfully cold and windy, I'm sure. And I want to give you a little shout out to my friend Ingrid McGrath, who has designated me as the next steward of this very cool guitar. And it's here with me in the studio this morning. So shout out to Ingrid down in Rhode Island. This is one of the ones I played yesterday. Lenny's is a very cool country music club, right? So I've been playing there with my pal Jay Peterson, who some of you have met through postcards. And we've just been having a grand old time playing country music. So here we go. This is one of mine. I got $27 and a golden diamond watch from a pretty boy in Kansas City. He says he loved me very much. He got the snakeskin boots and a ring of boots, and we're running out of time. Leaving Kansas City on my mind. I got home late last night from a party on the hill. When I went to flip that light switch, I hadn't paid the bill. So I called up my friend Kitty to see if she was in. The operator said, no, Kitty, she's in the bathtub drinking gin. I got $27 and a golden diamond watch from a pretty boy in Kansas City. He says he loved me just a little too much. She got the snakeskin boots and we're in boots, and we're running out of time. Leaving Kansas City on my mind. To borrow, beg, or steal, I went down to the bank to help my poor friend Kitty, 'cause she's sitting in the tank. The man there said, now darling, your collateral's not so high. I reached into my pocket and I showed him what I got. I got $27 and a golden diamond watch from a pretty boy in Kansas City. He says he loved me just a little too much. She got the snakeskin boots and we're in boots, and we're running out of time. Leaving Kansas City on my mind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So when I'm feeling blue and I want a real good time, I head for Kansas City, 'cause he loves me all the time. Haven't paid the light bill, we'll be dancing by the moon. Kitty's great, but she's gotta wait till we'll be there real soon. We've got $27 and a golden diamond watch from a pretty boy in Kansas City. Says he loved me just a little too much. She got the snakeskin boots and we're in boots, and we're running out of time. Leaving Kansas City on my mind. Yeah, we're leaving Kansas City on my mind. All right. Nice to see you here this morning on Postcards. I'm your host, Jenny Van West, coming to you live from the Postcard Studio here in Portland, Maine. You can write to us, P.O. Box 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine 04101. I think I'm gonna have to put like box 1 on or box A or something like that on my mailbox, because I just can't get my brain can just not get around the fact that I don't have a P.O. box right now. I just can't. So if you're just joining us for the first time, we do this every week, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You are welcome to leave me a comment, say hello, hey, howdy. We're talking gratitude today. Some things that you might be feeling grateful for this morning, and they can be small, they can be big. It's been quite a week in the news, thinking about all you guys. It's not always easy, but it's the only life we got right now, right? So we might as well just make it better for each other. And one of the ways I like to do that is to remind myself to be grateful for the things that I do have. And one of the things I have is this show and connecting with you guys. So Had a great little visit this morning with a friend of mine, bass player friend of mine who's lives in the area. Wonderful, wonderful player. Got to catch up with him a little bit about what he's been up to the last couple of years, because we played a bunch of shows together in 2018, 2019, 2017 even. And guess what? There was this little thing called a pandemic that happened in the middle. So got to catch up with him this morning. He's collecting vinyl records. I passed along a copy of this record to him, my record from a couple of years ago. And if you don't have this and you want it, and you have a vinyl collection, or you have a best pal or best family member that is a vinyl collector, I'm just going to say Shane Alexander produced this, and it's phenomenal production. So the songs are solid. I have to say we did a bang up job making this record. So I'm really super proud of it, as you can tell. And so if you have someone in your world, including yourself, that would like a signed record, go to my website, jennyvanwestmusic.com. Just hop on over there. Just Google me and go to my website, order this up, and I'll get it in the mail to you. All right. I'd love to do that. I've got a bunch of them, and they should be listened to. They should be on the record player. So we're getting on towards 11:15 here. I've got to check the comments and see what's happening. Thanks. I appreciate that very much. Grateful I can make a living with music. That's nothing to sneeze at right there. Thanks, Diggy. So it's almost time for Steals and Deals, but I'm going to try and sneak one more little song in here. Let's see if I can do this. This is a Greg Brown song. Been playing it for years and years and years. And my new pal, Jay Peterson, who I've been talking about a little bit, played at Lenny's with him yesterday. And we got a gig. We got another gig. We're playing Friday. We're going to play a Friday night at Lenny's, December 23rd. That's going to be a hoot and a holler. But it's a Greg Brown song, and it turns out that he knows Greg Brown and designed one of his record covers for 44 and 66, and 66 and 44. I can never remember which comes first, chicken or the egg. Anyway, this is a song off of Iowa Waltz, written by Greg Brown. Train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. Come along, my dear, the time is drawing near. We're gonna walk down where the field is overgrown. Consumption has claimed his life, and we dare not miss the sight of the train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. We've had some hard times these last few years. Lost the farm, almost lost our spirits too. Yeah, but it's the strangest thing when we heard that man sing. Oh, we knew it somehow we'd make it through. I can hear that whistle blow, and that old train is rolling slow. Sounds like he's crying for the singing brakeman too. Back to the sunny south he'll go, and he'll never roam no more. Oh, here's a train, hold me close, so sweetheart do. Come here, my little son, let me hold you up. I want you to remember this day when when you grow. Oh, how your mama and your dad were so proud and so sad, watching the train carrying Jimmy Rogers home. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Trying to carry Jimmy Rogers home. Greg Brown for you this morning. Just love that whole album. Iowa Waltz, beautiful album. Came out a long time ago. And you know what? Oldie and a goodie. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Postcards. I'm your host, Jenny Van West, coming to you live from the Postcard Studio, where it's always 70 and sunny, but I am a little bundled up today because it is a mite nippy in Maine these days. You can write to us, P.O. Box 12, Care of Jenny Van West Music, 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. It's been 2 years. 2 years. This is something that I'm grateful for. We're talking gratitude this morning, and it has been 2 years since I started this show. It was deep in the pandemic. We were heading to that first winter where we had no shots. We didn't know what we were dealing with. People were dying. People were getting horribly sick, and people still are becoming ill from this thing, but we're in a lot better stead now. We know a lot better what we're dealing with, and so hopefully you guys are coming through all this. I just got some more jabs. Flu shot and COVID shot. My COVID booster was, some people get the fever and stuff from that. I had no problems with it. So hopefully you won't either. Let's see who's in the comments this morning. Well, Jojo Napai, isn't it nice to see you here? Where are you? Are you back in California? You had quite an adventure. I know. Lovely to see you here. And thank you, Diggy. So it's time for Steals and Deals. We're about 5 minutes late, but I just had to just play another song. Also, if you guys are nerds, check out this shirt that my husband got me a long time ago for Valentine's Day. My normal approach is useless here. Yes. So there's the math involved with love. So I thought you might like that. We're doing gratitude. I'm grateful for my husband. He's downstairs mixing concrete right now and getting ready to pour the foundation for our new hearth that has been cut by the slate company up in Monson, which is a long way from here. We're driving in a truck tomorrow up to Monson to pick up the slate. So that's what's up with that. Now, here we are with Steals and Deals. Now, everybody's all hyped up about Black Friday. I think Black Friday's a thing again. I feel like there were a couple of years in there where it just didn't have quite the oomph that it used to because it was just, everything was on sale all the time. It got kind of discombobulated, but I think we're back on the Black Friday thing. I'm not a fan of showing up and being with lots of people in a chaotic situation. That's not my thing. But for all you all who are Steals and Deals shoppers, tell me a Black Friday story and I'll read it here. All right. So we're going to start out. Well, first of all, I want to make a comment. Wayfair sent this little circular. Wayfair is not Steals and Deals. This is not Steals and Deals. Sorry if I offend anybody by saying that, but $97 for a plastic rug that's machine washable? No, just not. That's not a steal and a deal. Just not feeling it. $170 for a cheap chair that's going to break? No. But I'm a fan of shopping at secondhand stores, so that's kind of where I find my steals and deals. And I should say that if you have a favorite secondhand shop or Salvation Army style consignment shop or whatever, or a steals and deals type of shop that you like to shop at, I want to hear about your best steal and deal. And actually, steals and deals, I'm going to actually talk about this quilt here. This was a steal and a deal that I got at a yard sale. It's hand quilt. It was handmade. It was sewn on a sewing machine and hand quilted in Lancaster County. I found that out from the woman who gave it to me for $25 at a yard sale. So I got this beautiful handmade quilt for $25 about 10 years ago at a yard sale. And I never have looked back. It's beautiful. It has all the colors in it. It makes me very happy. So there you go. Steal and deal number one. We've already panned Wayfair. I hope I don't get in trouble for that, but I think you guys understand, don't you? Never been Black Friday. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. And and my Aunt Marjorie James. Hello, Aunt Marge down in Charlotte. Nice to see you here. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're going to have a nice time with the family. Tell everybody I said hello. So let's look at. Without further ado, let's look. So we got Market Basket. Always a place to check. All right, now I like to make my own pies, but if I didn't, I would consider this an option. Blueberry pie, generously filled with wild blueberries, $7.99 for an 8-inch pie. I make pecan pie with maple syrup, and it's outstanding. If you want to know my secret, take out that Caro syrup, that's high fructose corn syrup. Take that out and put in maple syrup. It's a little more expensive, so technically it's not a steal or a deal, but if you're making it yourself, you can afford it, probably. Borrow a cup of maple syrup from your neighbor or something like that. All right, so here we go. Nutritious yams. Not those other kinds. Very high in potassium. 59 cents a pound. That sounds like a lot of money to me for a yam because those things are heavy. All right. So fresh cranberries, $1.99 for a 12-ounce bag. That's not too bad. And if you live up here and you have your own cranberry bog, you can just walk out and just like take your rake and grab some cranberries out of the bog. Not my situation here in Portland, but I'm sure there's a few people around the state who have their own cranberry bog. All right, King's Hawaiian Rolls. This is the thing I've never understood, the whole Hawaiian roll thing. 2 for $7, 12 count. If you're feeding a big group of people, that might not be a bad thing to consider. Get some Hawaiian rolls or Market Basket. All right, last one, Mayer Brothers Apple Cider, 1 gallon. Not available in Maine. So never mind. Never mind. I'd rather get local cider anyway. Okay, so let's, I hope I don't sound like a snob. Oh, well, I'm kind of a food snob. Can't help it. All right, so let's look at Job Lot. This is one of my favorites. I've told you all about before, going down in Wakefield, Rhode Island, going to Job Lot. Let's see what they've got in here. All right. Okay, $129.99 firehouse with fire pit with chimney. That's actually pretty good if it's well made. Fire, and they look like this. They have like a little chimney on them. Right, during the pandemic, these things became so popular you like couldn't even find them anywhere. All right. Let's see if there's anything else here. Okay. All right. 2-pack crew socks, $3.99. Work socks, your choice. 2-pack thermal or 2-pack true fit steel toe. I guess it's special for steel toe boots. $6 for a 2-pack. That's $3 a pair. That's a good price. I do like to get socks at Job Lot. Let's see. And you might need a new front mat. You can get one there for $8. Okay. Job Lot. Thank you. Now I'm going to see if there's anything extra special for Thanksgiving in here. All right. 10 to 22 pounds Signature Farms or Shady Brook Farms fresh turkeys, 97 cents a pound. That's a really good price. That's a really good price. That's $22 for a big turkey. You got to feed a lot of people, you know. Let's see. And Planet Oat milk. Planet Oat milk. It's really hard to say. $2.99. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oat milk's my favorite these days. All right, now here's something I can get behind. Ben & Jerry's, Breyers, or Magnum ice cream, or Talenti gelato. Buy 2, get 2 free. All right, perfect for the holidays. Okay. All right, so that's Shaw's. Sorry, I didn't even tell you what we were talking about. All right, and it says wonderful pomegranates. Blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Buy 2, get 1 free. Okay, and if you just want to just not deal with Thanksgiving at all, extra large cooked shrimp, $6.97 a pound. All right, you can make yourself a nice little thing with shrimp in it. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in here that's worth it. You know, Thanksgiving, everybody's getting all like hyped up. Okay, Hannaford's. I'm doing an extra long because it's Thanksgiving and everybody loves food. All right, let's do a little bit more here. Let's see what we got. Pint of blueberries, $1.87. Not bad. Not bad. Regionally grown, U.S. #1 select varieties, tote apples. A bag of apples, 89 cents a pound. I live in apple country. Go to the farm. They store them in the root cellar or wherever they store them, and you can get them straight from the farm here in Maine. Yeah. So anyway, and then let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Something everybody needs at the holidays: 16 ounces of Hannaford sour cream, $1.69. Pretty good. All right. I think I'm gonna cap it off with what do we got here? There's more Shaw's. I got 2 rounds of everything. I think I'm done. Well, anyway, if you get a good Black Friday deal, stick it on a postcard and send it to me. 224 Anderson Street, Box A, 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. I'd love to read your postcard and share with everybody. So let's play another song, shall we? It's going to be, I'm running behind today. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Let's get another song going here. Quick hunting report. There have been a number of trips out to scout for deer with firearms, and there has been nobody's been caught yet. I say caught, but we're not going to shoot Bambi, okay? But we do feed it. We are all into cooking, and we do take a lot of pride in harvesting our own meat. It's pretty amazing. And so anyway, we'll keep you posted about that. But here's one for all you hunters out there. I played this yesterday. Let's see if I can do it again. There stands in the corner with a barrel so straight. I looked out the window and over the gate. The big fat rabbits are jumping in the grass. Wait till they hear my old shotgun blast. Shotgun boogie, gun beat so fine. Look out, big boy, it's loaded all the time. Over on the ridge is a scaly bark. The hickey nuts are big, you can see them in the dark. The big fat squirrels, they scratch and they bite. I'll be on that ridge before daylight. Shotgun boogie, all you need is one shot. Look out, push your tail, 'cause tonight you'll be in the pile. Well, I met a pretty gal, she was tall and thin. I asked her what she had, she said a Fox 410. I looked her up and down, said, boy, this is love. We went into the truck, big fat duck, shotgun boogie. Oh, the feathers flew. Look out, Mr. Dove, when she draws a bead on you. I sat down on a log and took her in my lap. She said, wait a minute, bub, you got to see my pap. He's got a 16 gauge stroke down like a rifle. Don't like a man that's gonna drive a shotgun boogie. Your beat's so fine. Look out, big boy, he's loaded all the time. Well, I went to see her pap like a gentleman oughta. He said, no brush hunter's gonna wed my daughter. I cocked back a hammer right on the spot. When the gun went off, I outrun the shot. Shotgun boogie, I wanted wedding bells. I'll be back, little gal, when your pappy runs out of shells. Tennessee Ernie Ford for you there. One of my favorites, Shotgun Boogie. Shotgun Boogie. It was really fun to be at Lenny's yesterday. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm in a room again where I can play stuff like this. Let's see who's in here. Oh, yeah, woot woot. Thank you. Jenny Van West coming to you live from the Postcard Studio, where it's always 70 and sunny, except outside where it's about 30. And, it got cold in a hurry. We'd had some unseasonably warm weather, as a lot of people have been having. And then this whole Arctic thing happened. We didn't get the snow. We don't get lake effect snow here like they do in Buffalo, but dang, northern New York, you really got nailed with a humdinger. I've never seen 6 feet of snow at once. That's I don't think anybody has. The only people that might have seen it almost are people in places like Buffalo. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing safe and getting out from underneath it. And welcome to winter. Welcome to winter. So we've been getting some cold weather, and there's this this bit of Arctic air that likes to dip down in the wintertime and then come up through Maine and merges with the wet, warmer air from the south, and we end up with snowstorms. That's how we get them. But anyway, enough about that. We don't have any postcards this week, so I'm going to read. We've been reading From the Maine Woods by Henry David Thoreau. So let's do a little bit of that. Happy to have you here with me this morning. So just a background on this. Some of you already know I was up at, my husband and I took a trip a couple weeks ago. We went up to Millinocket, which is right by Katahdin, which is the tallest mountain in Maine. And it is a thing of beauty. It is, it's bare, open, with a view all around. But I think there are a total of 42 peaks in Baxter State Park, which is where Katahdin is located. And I intend to try to climb most of them, but probably not Katahdin. I don't know if I'm going to try and climb Katahdin. All right, so here we go. A little bit about Mount Katahdin. And this is about Henry David Thoreau's trip in 1846. Katahdin, whose name is an Indian word signifying highest land, was first ascended by white men in 1804. It was visited by Professor J.W. Bailey of West Point in 1836, by Dr. Charles T. Jackson, the state geologist, in 1837, and by two young men from Boston in 1845. All these have given accounts of their expeditions. Since I was there, two or three other parties have made the excursion and told their stories. Now, you have to understand that these days, the peak of Mount Katahdin during peak season, which is summertime, it's crowded up there. It's crowded. And of course, we have automobiles now to bring us there. Not all the way to the top, but to the park. It is still pretty rugged once you get into the park. It's not your grandma's state park. Well, maybe our grandma's. Maybe Grandma would love this. I don't know, Grandma, if you're listening right now, tell us what you think about climbing Mount Katahdin. Maybe you want to come over here from North Moldova sometime and do that. All right, here we go. Since I was there, two or three other parties have made the excursion and told their stories. Besides these, very few, even among backwoodsmen and hunters, have ever climbed it. And it will be a long time before the tide of fashionable travel sets that way. The mountainous region of the state of Maine stretches from near the White Mountains northeasterly 160 miles to the head of the Aroostook River and is about 60 miles wide. The wild or unsettled portion is far more extensive, so that some hours only of travel in this direction will carry the curious to the verge of a primitive forest, more interesting perhaps on all account than they would reach by going 1,000 miles westward. So I'm going to pause there and just say a couple things about that. One is that this is before serious, my understanding is this was before serious logging operations were happening. I think it was being logged. The river drivers we're going to find out about river drivers later in this book. But one of the things that I did want to say was that fashionable excursions do happen there now. But I think one of the reasons that people die on Katahdin every year is because people think it might be a fashionable excursion. It's a state park. It's just a mountain. You can see the top. You can see the open peak when you're looking at it. And it is not an easy climb. And people get into all kinds of which ways, and they get exhaustion and they get caught in weather. There's a famous book called Lost on a Mountain in Maine, which I'm just about to read. And it used to be required reading of for middle schoolers all across Maine. But I didn't go to school here. I didn't grow up here. So Lost on a Mountain in Maine. So I have a copy of that now. And I was actually thinking about starting a little book club down at my studio for people who are just learning to read English and stuff like that. And I thought we might read Lost on a Mountain in Maine. So anyway, maybe that'll be our next read after we do some selections from Thoreau. We'll read the beginning of Lost on a Mountain in Maine, which is the story of... I met the guy who wrote it, actually, but he got lost when he was 12 on Katahdin and survived to tell the tale and write a book about it. So anyway, there you go. There's your reading for this week. Write to me. 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. And just want to say real quick that it's time to play another song. That's what I got to tell you. And if there's anybody else I need to say, Carolyn Irving Hinsky. Well, what's happening? How are you and David doing? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So if you're thinking about Thanksgiving, thinking about gratitude, thinking about food, I love to hear about all that stuff. Write it in the comments or send me a postcard. One more time, 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. Read on the show. Speaking of Anderson Street, before I play this song, I have internet down there now, which is really great through the generosity of my friends at Zero Station down there. I have internet connection, and sometime in the next month or two, I am going to broadcast from down there. We're going to try it out, see how it is. I'm excited about that. I love my little postcard studio, but I'm excited at the possibility of having a broadcast studio down there. It's a goal. So let's get another one going here. I'm gonna play another Tennessee Ernie Ford song. I just he had amazing taste in music and songs and songwriting and performance and choice of people he recorded with and stuff like that. And so thank you, Tennessee Ernie Ford, wherever you might be. And to be honest, I can't remember. I think Benny Benjamin wrote this song. All right. Each time I hold somebody new, my heart grows cold, aching for you. Though I may try and try, no one can satisfy this longing in me. And when my lips burn with desire, no other kiss puts out the fire. Each kiss I gave to you made me a slave to you. I'll never be free. No, I'll never be free from your smile so tender. Sweet surrender in your eyes. How can I be free when I still remember you could thrill me with a sigh? Whoa, whoa, just like a chain bound to my heart. Your love remains when we're apart. Each kiss I gave to you made me a slave to you. I'll never be free. No, I'll never be free from your smile so tender. Sweet surrender in your eyes. How can I be free when I still remember you could thrill me with a sigh? Whoa, just like a chain bound to my heart. Your love remains when we're apart. Each kiss I gave to you may be a slave to you. I'll never be free. Each kiss I gave to you made me a slave to you. I'll never be free. Whew. Benny Benjamin, version by Tennessee Ernie Ford. I'll never be free. So I'm Jenny Van West coming to you live from the Postcard Studio, where it's always 70 and sunny. But today it's a little nippy. It's a little nippy outside, so I've got my warm things on. Let's see who's in the chat room. Hello. Thank you, Diggy. I appreciate that. So let's see what we got going on here. We have about 20 more minutes. I'm going to play some more songs. You can write me a postcard, talk about gratitude. 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. I'll be talking about gratitude probably through December. And speaking of which, it's almost 11:45, so I'm gonna do everything sort of either 5 minutes late or 5 minutes early today. I wanted to talk about upcoming schedule. For those of you who are curious, I am going to have other people on the show again. I was taking a little break from that just because of other things going on in my world. Booking and scheduling and stuff like that takes a lot of, as a lot of you know, it takes a lot of detail work, and it's important to get it right and make sure that people know what's going on. So I've just been a little bit busy with some other stuff lately, and not in a position to keep up with the booking details. But this winter I am going to have guests on the show again. So if you were wondering if anybody's going to come back and other people are going to play music, yes, the answer is most definitely yes. So let's see. I just want to jump in and play another song. I'm just feeling it today. I've been having a great time. It's been nice, you know. And I want to give a shout out to the Heartland Song Network, who sent me a little collection of guitar picks for my emergency guitar pick collection right there, because despite my best efforts this morning, I couldn't find my pick box. It happens all the time. So one thing I've noticed is that if you get a favorite guitar pick and you put some blue tape on the back, you can stick it on anything. It'll stay sticky for a while, and it'll stick to your finger so you don't throw your pick across the room or drop it in your guitar. How about that? So maybe it's my new thing. Blue tape is good for a lot of stuff, and we always have a couple rolls of blue tape. It's not the cheapest stuff in the world, but it is really good for what it does, including holding picks. Sorry if that gives anybody the heebie-jeebies that I just did that on my beautiful guitar, but practical point. All right, blue tape. Let's see. What do I want to play? I want to play this one. Let's see. Which one? Blah, 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 blah. That sounds nice. I love this guitar. I think this one. It's a Wayne Hancock song. Last night I dreamed about you. You came home to me. Never more to roam, dear. And now I was so happy, and then I cried. When I woke, I found you gone. Lord, take my pain. My heart's been broke too long. Ever since you left me, can't control my tears. You said that you'd be mine to stay, but you quit loving me, dear, and now it's time. I laid awake till dawn, Lord, take my pain. My heart's been broke too long. I hope your heart stays happy, that my soul stays free. But if you ever need a friend, you can always count on me. Goodbye till then. It's time to travel on, Lord, take my pain. too long, Lord, take my pain. My heart's been broke too long. Ooh. Wayne Hancock for you. Jenny Van West coming to you live from Portland, Maine, in the Postcard Studio where it's always 70 and sunny. Today's no different, but it is a little nippy out. So, got my warmies on. Let's see who else is here. Oh, there she is. There she is. Good morning. Good morning, Judith. How's it going down there in Queens? What's happening? Glad you made it. All right, so I want to play another one. I just recently, I didn't change the key, but I recently reworked the way I play this one. I'm going to do my best. See if I can get this one down. This came off of my first album, and it's a favorite of mine, so I'm just going to play it. It's called Natural Disaster. Had a nice, quiet life and all. Had a nice, quiet life and all was going well. Friday night with the posse, life. Let's start again. I'm thinking too much, and when I start thinking, it never goes well. Had a nice, quiet life, it all was going well. Friday night with a posse, life was rough. Midnight with a posse, life was mighty swell. And through that door you stepped right in, those big brown eyes and all. And from that moment on, you might as well have reached far and been 110 feet tall. You're the tornado of my mind, the Godzilla of my heart. You're the Cupid from the Black Lagoon, the way you shoot those little darts. Every time you're standing next to me, it's a bad day in Pompeii. You're a natural disaster, I may never be the same. When you laugh and smile, every siren should sound. Because the way I feel is like a big old wave that could take a whole city down. River of hearts and happiness too, there's not a lot left. You get through, you're a natural disaster, I may never be the same. Oh, the tornado of my mind, the Godzilla of my heart. You're the Cupid from the Black Lagoon, the way you shoot those little darts. Every time you're standing next to me, it's a bad day in Pompeii. You're a natural disaster, I may never be the same. You're a natural disaster, I may never be the same. And that, my friends, is what happens when you think too much while you're playing. Jenny Van West coming to you live from the Postcard Studio where it's always 70 and sunny. And happy to be here with you all. Oh, thanks, Judith. It's cold out, but it's good. All right. I know it's cold, isn't it? And woo! I can't stop. Hi, there we go. So if you're just joining us, Postcards, welcome to Postcards. I'm here every Monday, just about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Jenny Van West, singer-songwriter, coming to you live from Postcard Studio. And as some of you know, I have a studio now that is it's the home of the Immigrant Music Connection and my private students and so forth. And I got some big news about that place, which is that we're getting a piano, an actual piano. It's 100 years old, Iverson Pond. It's a nice piano. It's a beautiful piano. And a friend of mine and the person who is bequeathing it to me is offered to move it with her family. They're going to help us move it on the 10th of December. So if you're anywhere near Portland, Maine on December 10th, and you want to help us get this piano moved into the studio where I offer free music programs for recent immigrants, do let me know and I will hook you up. And no, we didn't hear from Grandma. Thanks for asking. We didn't get a letter from Grandma. I think she's busy putting up jam or something. I don't know what she's doing, but I know she's listening, so I will tell her that you asked about her. Well, actually, I'm going to tell her right now. Grandma, write us a letter. You know where to send it. 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. So, let's see. I am going to bring out my accordion here, and I'm going to take a risk, as I often do on my show, because I like to take risks when I'm performing. And, not everybody's comfortable with that. I like to do it because it keeps me limber and it keeps me humble. And so, I've been having fun learning Brandi Carlile songs. She's one of my favorite modern songwriters. And so anyway, we're going to give this one a try. Feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy and your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. Or they can kick dirt in your face and dress you down and tell you that your place is in the middle. Whoops. Middle, and they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging on your shirt, trying to hide inside of it and hide how much it hurts. Let them laugh while they can. Let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies and I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on them. You get discouraged, don't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a while longer. You gotta dance with the devil on a river to beat the stream. Call it living the dream, call it kicking the ladder. They come to kick dirt in your face, to call you weak and then displace you after carrying your baby on your back across the desert. I saw your eyes behind your hair, and you're looking tired, but you don't look scared. Let them let up scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies and I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on them. Let them laugh while they can. Let them spin, I've been to the movies and I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on them. All right. Brandy Carlisle. The joke played on the accordion. Jenny Van West coming to you live from the Postcard Studio, where it's always 70 and sunny. And it's often and should always be accordion season. But we're talking gratitude this morning. One of the things I'm glad about is is having access to instruments. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love to do for other people who don't have the ability quite yet in the United States to do it for themselves. And if you'd like to support my work in the community, please consider joining my Patreon at any level. Patreon.com/Jenny Van West. You can, in the coming months, I'm going to be updating that a little bit to reflect more of what I've been doing, so that you can join at whatever level you want. One of the things I really do need right now is guitar cases, gig bags, padded gig bags, even ones that are unpadded that'll fit a dreadnought or a folk size guitar. Or a 3/4 size guitar, but especially bigger ones. If you are so inclined to shop the Cyber Mondays and send some stuff to me in the form of padded gig bags, I would be super grateful. I have probably 8 or 9 guitars right now that don't have cases. You can send it to 224 Anderson Street, Portland, Maine, 04101. Oops. And that was my alarm going off. So anyway, it is 12 o'clock. It is 12 o'clock and it's time to go out. I've had an awfully good time hanging out, saying happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I hope you have a really nice holiday. It's not an easy time for everybody. So do think about if there's somebody in your world who doesn't have a place to go to on Thanksgiving, or might need just to check up to see how they're doing. We'll be having our neighbor over to join us because her family's not in the area. Just pick up an extra taker, or if you yourself are going to be by yourself for Thanksgiving, think about if there's an opportunity that you can seize to be with people. And if you just don't want to be with people, I read you that Steal and Deal about getting cooked shrimp from Shaw's or something. Hope you have a good holiday. I hope it's just what you need it to be. And I'm thinking about you guys. Love you. And I'll be back next Monday to start the holiday season in full. We're going to start the holiday season. I'm already starting to get my little lights up, stuff like that. So anyway, let's go out in the key of B flat. It's been a lovely time on Postcards, and let's see what's in the comments. Love you, right back at you. When am I coming to NYC? I have some instruments I could send up with you. All right, cool. Judith will talk about that. I was going to come this fall, but that didn't materialize for various reasons. I'm coming back, though, I promise. And love you guys, too. When you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just check and see if there's anybody you forgot to say hello to. I think I said hi to everybody. Just write a postcard. Just do it. When you're feeling fine and there's something on your mind, just write a postcard. Don't you know Grandma loves this show? She listens every time from North Moldova. You don't need a reason. You don't need a rhyme to write a postcard to P.O. Box 1252. Just write a postcard. 0409. Oh. Just write a postcard. 224 Anderson Street, just write a postcard. 04101, just write a postcard. To Portland, Maine, 'cause Grandma loves this show. Have a wonderful holiday, everybody. I'll be thinking about you guys. Do keep in mind that next week is a Monday, just like the other ones, and we're going to be having a show at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, so I will see you next Monday. Have a great week.